Alright, so we're dealing right now with it at 33 PCI. I put in about 34 PCI. We've only gone like a few miles, but these things will change a little bit throughout, you know, even after there goes back up to 34, see? So it does change a little bit, and you can kind of, you can see it. Let's see if we can do this right here. There we go. And you can see the right and the left, and 36 and 38. So, but anyway, we're gonna talk to them because they can help. There's different things they can do. So, and I've got all this stuff right there for them. Right now, I always buy the warranty. So no matter what, every time I go there, they talked me into it last time. I went ahead and did it. They cut me a deal, and they were pretty nice about it. Pretty good guys. This is gonna be the Lake Worth sign right here, right next to Hip Pocket Theater. There's the old lake house, and the water there, Lake Worth. I didn't notice this, but they got a Mama's Pizza right over here. It's Mama's Pizza. Did not know that. I'm on the Lake Worth. One of the biggest sex trafficking busts happened here in Lake Worth. That's where I'm at. I don't know anything about it. I heard it on national news, or it made national news, and it made the papers, Fort Worth and Dallas, Fort Worth Star-Telegram and Dallas papers. It's a huge sex trafficking ring. Don't know anything about it. But it happened somewhere around here. I don't know what in the world it was. Every one of these guys got a dog. I just saw like maybe 4 or 5 dudes walking, and they all have dogs. I don't know if Woody Guthrie traveled with a dog. I don't know the story. The story is that he jumped a train, went to California and got on the radio and became a big star, big folk hero star. And Bob Dylan chased after him for a while. And Bob Dylan was there when he was dying. He went to a sanatorium because he was very sick. Very, very sick. And I don't know exactly what he had, but it was a pretty big deal. And Bob Dylan was there in his last moments. It's a true story. Ask Bob Dylan. Or Jacob Dylan would know about it too, because Bob Dylan was obsessed with Woody Guthrie. All right, we made it here to Discount Tires. We're going to talk to them, have them look at the tire. Right here in Lake Worth. They're working pretty hard today. All right, so last time we were here, we were at a Walmart, Linda and I, and it looked like there was a razor that was stuck in the tire, like from a box cutter. It was like a thick razor, box cutter kind of thing. You can pick some of those up on the road. Linda thought I was being delusional, so I don't know. And I asked them to check it this time because it looked like it was punctured again. Now I have found screws in it, and that's probably what you pick up from carpenters, or I found some nails in it, and that's not that big of a deal. But this was like a box cutter end that was like stuck in it and broken off on it. So I told them, you know, just check it out because I have another warranty company, and if they think that's the case, they would let me know. So they got guys that are experts that can figure that out. But you can tell when someone slashes, because they usually go in there with a kitchen knife or a hunting knife or something. You can kind of tell just by looking at it. So it could just be that they're older. But he said, you know, not to worry about it. I would suggest when you do these to always get the certificate, is what they call it, because the guy talked me into doing all of them. So, and it'll say certificate on it. Like, there's another thing that says something like warranty for tire or something. Get the one that says certificate. That's for like stuff like road hazard and all that kind of stuff. Make sure it says certificate on it, and it'll say the word certificate. And I'll show that to you in a minute. As soon as I get settled, I'm gonna get a little refresher. All right, we're gonna head over to Walmart, take a break while Discount Tires is going on. Okay. Yeah, we made it. Little Frogger. All right, I was probably being delusional. He said it was a hole, it wasn't a slice. So, looked like one, I guess maybe because of how the Fix-A-Flat was coming out, because it was kind of spooing out. And he said it was like a puncture from like a nail, so I don't know. The other one, it did have a blade top, but you can pick those up sometimes when you're driving it. The tire will actually pick it up. It'll bring it right into the tire and flatten it out. But I'll show you the certificate thing and what it looks like, because one time I purchased it and I thought the certificate was on there. What I mean by certificate, I mean road hazard. I thought it was on there. It's basically like what you call a warranty, but if it has to say certificate. So, and I'll show it to you later. It just look for the word certificate. That's what you'd be able to know if you have the receipt. It doesn't say certificate, then ask them what it should say. A really cool shirt. Everything's symbolic. I think actions are symbolic too, as well as image. So you can have an image that's symbolic and an action that's symbolic. Actually met Kevin Costner in New York City. There's a Blu-ray. But I met him in New York City. He talked to me about Dances with the Wolves. This was done by Taylor Sheridan. He went to Pascal High School, my same high school. I went to Pascal too. He was pretty much like a peer. But this is Kevin Costner's new thing right here. Pretty good. So refill comes out to 84.78 cents. Yeah, can't tell. These guys look kind of like little bombers. Some people can actually see them in the sky and identify them that quick. But those are definitely bombers. They've been training probably for the Ukraine, help out the Ukraine. That's what they're doing a lot. They've been doing it like non-stop. There's a chopper right there. My military chopper. This whole place is like full of military, like Air Force, everything, Navy, like Navy, Air Force. Tom Cruise was out here training when he did Maverick. He was out here over there by the NAJ, or what do they call it? No, it's NAS. It's a Naval Air Station. It's a Joint Reserve Base, though. But yeah, he was over there. It was Naval Air Station Joint Reserve Base is what they call it. It's like a pit stop Walmart gas station. They got cookies for like $1. So refill comes out to 84. So refill comes out to 84.78 cents. Doing the walk in here, There it is right there. Whoops. You never know. These are thick right here. Look at these things right by the lake. Probably stop a truck. Look at the bolts. Probably stop a 2x4 truck, or what do you call this? 4x4, 4x4, yeah. 4x4 truck. There's one right there. 4x4. It'd be weird to have a 2x4 truck. That'd be crazy. Little punker guy with his friends. Skater. Skaters always try those little crazy Hyundai things. Anyway. Alright, we're head back. Got this thing. It's pretty good. These are good to have for get dehydrated. It has a symbol, I guess, rather than a name. You pick them up at Walmart. They got a little, what I like about them, if you ever get anything that has carbonated, like a carbonated spritzer or anything, you can just go like that. It still might explode. I'm gonna experiment with it, but I don't think it does. It has an air leak thing. Some of them have like a little pressure release. But the other one I have, man, that thing spills like crazy. This one that keeps contained. It's a pretty good one. Okay, so basically, what is it like? What mileage or what is it covering?
As long as it's road hazard. So
right.
As long as you have 330 seconds or more, you're covered.
What is 330 seconds?
Tread depth.
And that's what y'all look at.
As long as you have at least.
And it doesn't matter the mileage?
Nope.
Okay.
So
as long as it's not smooth, then you're good to replace. My favorite phone right there. New school version. 1980 for the road hazard. All right, we're gonna look at the new tire. It was covered. Last time I went in, all four were covered. I don't remember how much we paid for it. Okay, here it is. And you can see right here, these are like, I don't know. That's a sign that it's a new tire right there. But it's a Majesty. They said it was gonna be a Kumho. No, it is, yeah. Kumho. And there's what I use. So with the warranty, it's covered no matter what. They go by the tread only. And you see the Kumho tread is a little bit different. And I'm gonna show the tread on the other tire. You can see the tread design on the other side. These are a little low. These are the newer ones right here. The Century tread. And they always put the Centuries. There's 3 Centuries on it. So we do have May 18th, 2023. 4:08 p.m. was the receipt. It's 4:09 right now. That's the print time on the estimated completion time was later. They did it early. Here it is with a replaced Comb Solus. This is the new tire. It is a refund replacement, and I did add the warranty on it. It'll say certificate. If it doesn't say certificate, you didn't get the road hazard. Certificate means you got the road hazard. So the only price I had, it took $100 and $101 off for the replacement. They charged me $19.80 for the new replacement for the certificate refund. See it? That's the replacement. That's called a road hazard. Road hazard replacement. You want to get that no matter what. I have a company I work with called Endurance, and they're a warranty company. They give me a lot of issues with replacing my tires. These guys, no questions asked. They're by far the best. All right, now, Easy Eggs, you're only paying $1.69. And then I got some gas just to top it off. But they're 2 eggs. They are 8 grams of fat, but you get a little bit of protein. Your protein's 11 grams. I guess it's for 1 serving. So you're getting 16 grams of fat. But you can spit out some of the yellow stuff and turn it into muscle. And I'll show you how to do that. I've showed you in a few of them. And then we're gonna look at the gas. I thought it was $2.79, but still $2.97. I'll say you did that, or you tried to. No trumpet, brother. These are good for breakfast. It's good to start the day with. I usually don't do this, but I'm on a strict diet. We're looking at a total calorie count of 120 for 2 eggs. It says serving per container is 2 eggs, so I was wrong about that. It's gonna be a total of 8 grams for the 2 eggs. Your protein is 11 grams, okay? That is gonna be for 2 eggs. If you have 4, then you're probably gonna have 22 grams of protein and double the fat, which is 16 grams of fat if you do 4 eggs. All right, we're gonna figure this out. I sometimes will figure things out on the spot for you. There we go. Now it's opening. Okay, so what we want to do is called de-yolking. Okay, and you got some of it right here. You can take it and just do this right here. The birds love it. It's not good for the birds because it's, you know, it's an egg, but they'll eat it. That's fat that's dropping out of there. It's like the fatty part of the egg. We'll lower it to about 4 grams of fat. I'll leave a little bit of fat in there. Now, when you put it on the side, it has water in it to keep it. See it? That'll leak on you. The reason for that. It's because you got to pay attention to like every single aspect of detail when you're doing this stuff. Not all of it though. There's the egg for the birds. There it is. There's your egg. Right next to a gas station. All right. We're gonna get back in the zone. Get back to where we need to get to. Sorry for the Kubrick stabilizing shots. I know I get too Kubrick. Adam told me I could do whatever I wanted on the shot. He could be right to a certain degree. You do want to try for stability. You don't want to just go, oh, this is my vlog, man. But if someone did that, it'd probably be a millionaire. The whole time, oh, my vlog is like this. Look, we're doing a lot of stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is cool, check this out. What in the world is this right here? That's actually a real cop. Yeah, this guy got in front of it. It's actually a woman. That is insane. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Hang on. Yeah, she blocked the shot. It's kind of one of those hefty soccer moms. Anyway, I don't know if it's I think it's a security company. It's got a Batman logo on the side, and then they've got lights. It's probably a security company. But, you know, she blocked the shot, so it's on the other side. It looks like, basically, it's got an imprint of Batman, and then it's got like a security, you know, I don't think it's a real cop, but it certainly comes off as that way. You can hear something. She's talking on her Bluetooth right there. If she goes and they go at the same time, then we're not going to be able to see it. But, I don't know how I'd be able to show it. I would really probably wouldn't be able to. I got a guy back here behind me. There he goes. Yeah, he went the exact same time. Nah, I don't think it is a cop. I don't know what it is. Probably I would say it's maybe some kind of weird security company that uses the Batman logo. They threw a Gatorade bottle at me. They're Mexican. You know, Mexican and Native Americans are different. They're not the same. From Mexican American and Native American, they're not the same. They don't have the same behavior. They don't do that kind of stuff. A Native American doesn't. A Mexican might, because he lost 0.5 seconds right there in his life doing yard work. Now what they're going to do afterwards, buy a case of beer and just lay down and send half or maybe 75% of their check back to Mexico through Western Union or ATI. If they use ATI, at least the FBI got them. It's called American Transfer Institution. I used to work for a bank for 4 years. Or American Transfer something. I don't know, Incorporated or something. But anyway, Western Union sends most of their check back to Mexico. But they save enough just for a case of beer. So they'll buy a case of beer for $19.73, usually like Bud Ice or something that has a high alcohol content. And then they'll just lay down for the night, and then they'll wake up and do shrubbery. Grow up, not weed. It's unhealthy limit, outdoor activity. Looks like an orange air pollution watch. Orange air pollution watch. Today's date is May 18th, once again, 2023. We're dealing with 432. Those guys are pros. They got me out half the time. So I was like, wow. Because I said, how long? They said 45 minutes. I walked over there and came back. They were done. They got it done in like 18 minutes. It's like a pit stop. And like if you're, racing. All right, we're heading back in the zone. We're going to Circle K to pick up either cigarettes or spritzer or beer or Red Bulls or Snicker bars. I don't know yet. We'll be there in 2.7, 10 minutes. Now we're gonna arrival time at the Circle K at 4:54 on the PM, or in the PM, which is post meridium, or what I say post meridium. I have to vlog tonight a sequence that I did already write. So I already constructed it, I already wrote it, okay? And I wrote it a couple of nights ago, and it's called Skinny Pete's YouTube show discussion. I believe that's what it's called. It's a scene. It's going from page 7 to page 9. Skinny Pete's gonna talk with Badger about his show a little bit, and Kim Wexler is gonna talk to James McGill about it, and they're all on a round table at the Ten-3 restaurant, which is on top of Sandia. So it's a 10-3 restaurant on top of Sandia Mountain, which is a tramway. There's a tramway that lifts up all the way across the mountain, or actually up the mountain. So it's a tramway that goes up the mountain to a restaurant called 10-3. It's on top of Sandia Mountain. They've been up there, and they're all going to sit in a round table right next to the window talking about things. James McGill hints that he's been afflicted by prison and that he's changed and rehabilitation. Kim Wexler shows interest in Skinny Pete and Badger's YouTube show and hints that maybe James McGill can help because he's got that legal set of mind as a mentor. They kind of talk about that. We're going to vlog that tonight. Next sequence is why I'm vlogging in right here. The next sequence is what I'm going to be maybe working on when I get the note card. I always write down the note card and let it stew for the day. I'm making a vocal note. After that meeting at 10-3, Kim Wexler is going to hint to James McGill. And they're going to go and get like a hotel room kind of thing. She's going to hint that to him. So it's like a second honeymoon kind of thing. So that is going to happen. Badger and Skinny Pete are going to head back to New York City and talk a little bit about James McGill getting out of prison and Kim Wexler and how they can be involved in their YouTube show as kind of like mentors or legal help because they're in a YouTube show and they're headed to New York, which is a tough town. They're going back home to New York to their townhome. That's Badger and Skinny Pete going back to New York to their townhome. While they're driving along the highway and they're crossing canyons and mountains and all this stuff, leaving Albuquerque and headed back to New York City, Skinny Pete is going to propose to Badger the next vlog that they're going to work on, which will have to do with New York City. We're going to talk about that. We're going to create a note card and let that stew. When I mean stew, think of soup, stewing on the stove. So we're going to write the note card down first because that's my thought on paper. We're going to let it stew. Then when we get back, and I can put, hey, on my note card, I can put dialogue, I can put images, I can put whatever I want on my note card. That'll stew. And then I go out, and when I'm out, then I start to write it on this thing right here. Okay? On this thing right here. When I get that, I'll have the next scene, which will probably be page 9 through 15, or 9 through 12, or 9 through something around there. Maybe 9 through 12, maybe 9 through 15. Now, I'm up to page 9. So tonight, we're going to do a performance I'll be playing James McGill. I'll be playing Kim Wexler. I'll be playing Badger. I'll also be playing Skinny Pete, so that you can kind of get an idea of the rhythm of the dialogue. That'll be going on tonight, and I'm going to be posting it in a few seconds. I mean, I'm going to be posting from the PDF of the script in a few moments. And then I'm going to go in and buy your Juul, Juul, and your cheeseburger, which they probably will have, and the other thing you asked for, and I'll be dropping that at your doorstep. Yep. So one of these right here. Jules, right? Yeah. Juul. Where's the price?
I don't think that's...
Yeah, there it is. Thank you, appreciate it. Snack for calorie count. I got this thing, panini hard salami, and we're getting a calorie count. Fat is 13 grams of fat. It's 150 calories. 2 pieces. Serving size is both of them. So you're getting about 150. We're gonna go your sub, your mocha, and also the Juul, Juul, the menthol. We're gonna have that dropped off in 2 minutes. It'll be 0.4 miles from this location. We'll be there at 5:17 in the PM. And we'll be leaving a place called Circle K. All right. So tonight we get to do a Skinny Pete and Friends scene, a sequel to Better Call Saul, and I'm writing it. And then we're gonna drop off this. And if Bob Odenkirk doesn't like it, then he can get a lawyer. Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul. Anyway, we're gonna be dropping this off. Makes me think of Chris Farley, what that man had to go through. My goodness. Now it's going to be close.